But yeah, so there's Predaking in Dragon mode, and for the most part, I dig him. I think he looks pretty cool. I'm pleasantly surprised. So, let's transform him, shall we? Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is just take his wings and just flip him up over here and get him out of the way. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to take this gray piece right here and flip it up. And then you're going to come down to his back feet right here. And you're just going to flip his feet back this way. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're just going to flip those back. And then you're going to take his entire back feet and you're just going to flip them up this way. Just flip them right up this way. And then you're going to take his torso and you're just going to pull it apart. You're just going to pull up just like this and just pull it apart. Just like that. And as you can see, that that part of his torso is actually one of his legs, which is really kind of cool that they decided to go about the transformation in this way. Usually you don't see this type of transformation process unless it's a motorcycle type transformer. The fact that they went about it in this way is kind of clever, and I like the fact that they got the legs to turn into the torso in this way. Very cool. And then you're just going to pull this part down and then just pull the rest of his torso out, and you can see that that is his other leg. And what you're going to want to do then is just twist this part around and push that up. And the next thing you're going to want to do is the leg here is going to fold into this slot right in here. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take it and fold it over and in, just like that. And then you're going to take this orange piece and just push it back, just like that. And that is how his dragon leg just kind of sits in there, just like that. And you're going to do the same thing with the other leg. So you're gonna take. Let me get a good angle on this. You're going to take this and you're just going to push that back up. And then you're going to go around and there's the cave right there, and you're going to just pull the leg back in there just like that. And it's going to sit right in there just like that. And there it is. There's his legs. And now what you're going to want to do actually is make sure that his feet, his little claw feet, are actually sticking out in the back. There we go. Alright, so then what you're going to want to do is you're going to take this entire piece right here and you're going to twist it around so that his legs are now facing forward. And you're just going to bring his legs down just like this. So there's his legs sitting there, and we got to get rid of this part right here. So we're just going to push that up out of the way for now. So here we go. We've got his legs all together. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. So next thing you want to do is just bring his feet like this and just bring them together. They're going to be his hands in robot mode, and just bring his arms down just like this, and you know, there's his arms. They're pretty much done and over with. You just bring them down and there's those, and then you're just going to take his wings and fold them down in the back like this. So the last thing we got to do is his head. So what you're going to want to do is open up his chest and just push this through, and there it is. Close his chest around there, and then in the back, the last bit of transformation you're going to want to do is turn his head around by the neck and fold it down, and then you're going to take this piece and just fold it up in there. Now the interesting part about this is he actually does have these little slots right here to kind of hold his head spikes, I guess. And they just fit kind of snugly in there. And here is Predaking in robot mode. Here he is, the big bad Predacon leader himself in robot mode. What can I say? I dig this. I really like this a lot. I think he just looks like the big bad. He just looks flippin' cool. I really, really like the face sculpt. Above and beyond, that is his chest and face are probably my favorite parts of this figure. He just looks scary. He just looks like a big, bad, mean dude who's just coming to slaughter you all. I don't know. He just looks scary. I would be scared if I saw this guy. Definitely terrifying. His head is made of more of that soft plastic, so we do have more of that. His back, you know, they had to conceal his dragon head somehow, I suppose, and this was the best idea that they came up with. Which, you know, it is a backpack. It kind of, you know, you can pretty much figure out what's being hidden there, but it's not too bad. It could have been a lot worse, and you know, it doesn't look so bad if you look at it from the straight on from the back. It only really just looks terrible when you look at it from the side, because you can kind of see what's going on. But for the most part, it's not, as far as backpacks go, it's not too bad. The only thing about it that really bothers me is this orange piece right here, because it just is ugly and just not appealing and just in the way visually, and it's just obnoxious. Luckily, though, from the front, you can't really see it back there. I mean, you can a little bit, but you can't, for the most part, you can't really see it. So that's not bad. As far as articulation goes, you can position his wings, you know, any way you want, however you want. So I'm just gonna leave him up that way, just to get him out of the way for now. He does have the full 360 in his arms, and, you know, here, and more, and at the elbow, and he does have full 360 degrees of rotation in his wrists, so you can pose his arms however you want to. So do I recommend this guy? Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, I do recommend him. However, I don't think he's necessary. I think if you see him, pick him up. He's definitely cool. His transformation is definitely different and kind of fun. He looks awesome in dragon mode. He looks cool in robot mode. He looks, I mean, he's got two solid modes. And he's sculpted pretty well. He's got a decent amount of movement. He definitely looks cool next to Megatron and the other Decepticons. But yeah, I was kind of hesitant about picking him up at first. I thought I would just wait for the leader class figure. Which I'm still gonna get, because while this guy is cool, he's just not the Predaking that I want, you know. But he's definitely worth picking up if you find him. So yeah, this is thanks for tuning in. This has been another review by Lexitron, and don't forget, everybody, all hail Megatron.